Good day, everybody, and welcome to another edition of the Military and Foreign Affairs Network. I am your host, the voice of reason. Well, today we are covering the transition of the figurehead. We are seeing the figurehead, Joseph Biden. That role is being transferred to Kamala Harris, the cackling idiot that is only in her position because of George Floyd. And George Floyd has decided who is going to be the next figurehead in charge of the disunited states, the ununited states of America. Is this insane? This could be another lesson in insanity as well. At the same time, Kim Cheadle, the director of the Secret Service, is also stepping down. So the assassination didn't work. It didn't happen. They blew it. And now, Plan B. Plan B. Look, obviously, the United States is very well aware of the incapacity of Joseph Biden to remain the figurehead in chief, for those who understand that he is a figurehead. And that transfer of figureheadedness to Kamala Harris is underway. Look, please understand this. Kamala Harris has no power. None whatsoever. The cabal behind the scenes are pulling the strings. And they have chosen and decided that Joseph Biden is no longer a very good figurehead, and he is to be removed from the scene. Now, look, it wouldn't surprise me if we permanently were to see Biden disappear, gone. So, those of you who remember the old Soviet Union, do you remember what happened with Khrushchev? How that went down with the KGB? I'm thinking this is very, very similar in regards to what has happened. Now, people on the right here in the United States, after the assassination attempt, after the poll numbers have come out showing that Donald Trump is ahead, especially in a lot of swing states, people do not trust that. That means nothing at all. Zero, zilch. In this day and age, those polls mean nothing. Nothing at all. Again, I've talked about my election experience in which I pulled up to the place to drop off my ballot, and a heavy-set African-American female with tattoos on her neck received a massive stack of ballots from a car, and then placed those ballots in the receptacle. Yep. So please, again, just because Donald Trump may be ahead in certain polls, that does not mean anything. In reality, having Kamala being moved into this position, this figurehead position now, the chief figurehead, that's even more concerning. Because that tells me that they fully understand that Kamala fully understands that she will not be calling any shots. She will be president of the ununited states in name only. There's no decision-making process. She will be giving her talking points, and then she will read off those talking points, and other people will be making those decisions. The Democratic Party, we must protect our democracy. Remember, you have to then think that whatever they're saying is the exact opposite. We're protecting our democracy. It's not a democracy. Absolutely not. Not a democracy. That's gone. That no longer exists. And it wasn't even that to begin with. And that's even gone. And what that is the representative constitutional republic. Now look, if for some reason Donald Trump wins, that may change my view. It may. But I seriously doubt it. I seriously doubt it. Again, the idea that Joseph Biden would garner 81 million votes, more votes than any other president, including very popular presidents in U.S. history, is simply not possible. Not possible at all. And now the audacity of how this is going down right now. The most boosted, protected individual on the planet suddenly gets COVID. He's already probably had COVID multiple times. And he goes silent. He's gone. He's no longer talking. All we have right now is a letter that was allegedly signed by Joseph Biden. And again, I think the probability of him just disappearing, no longer hearing from him again, is highly probable. Part of the veil has been lifted. Many people understand now that the person named as the President of the United States is not really that. Is not really that. They're not calling any shots. They're not making any decision-making processes. Look, you can see clearly that Joseph Biden, for the past at least 2 years, was not in any condition to make any decisions. So who was making the decisions? It was someone else or a group of individuals, and we really don't know who they are. You may think you know who they are, and you may banter around a name or two of individuals. I hear, obviously, Barack Hussein Obama and some other individuals. But I don't believe they're calling the shots either. I think it's someone else or a group of someone else's that we don't know who they are. We just don't. And we probably will never really know who they are. Because again, the whole concept of what's happening right now is to keep the uninformed urbanite placated. You're going to see the popularity index for Kamala, the cackling idiot, go up. And they'll have some opportunities to position her in a manner that tries to increase her likability, and that's going to happen. And again, most of the people, the Gen Zers, the next generation, millennials, are too focused on popular culture. Too focused on popular culture. What is Kim Kardashian doing, and whatever else is happening around the ununited states. So incredibly concerning time. Now at the same time, while all of this is happening, the assassination attempt, if that would happen, then this would have never changed course. They probably would have stuck with Joseph Biden for a period of time. But they knew things were degrading rapidly with Joseph Biden. So they had to put another face, a younger face, a face that they could manipulate and could actually string together a few choreographed sentences, and that's exactly what has happened. That is exactly what has happened. At the same time, in Eastern Europe, there's a major war still going on. And look, at any point, the powers that be could flip the switch, and then we could find ourselves in a global war against possibly China and the Russian Federation. You guys see what Lockheed Martin stock has done today? And yes, I own Lockheed Martin stock. I'm making some money today, obviously. But there's a reason for that. Raytheon, Boeing, making money. Elbit Systems, ESLT, own that too. Great stock. Made a lot of money on it. What are you supposed to do? You have to make money, right? I mean, it's what we do. So you just got to live in the system. But that's where we're at. Boy, things are getting crazy. So now that could, just what I explained could go off the rails. It's possible. A lot of things could happen. Obviously, there is a lot of Americans, a lot of patriots who aren't buying this. And they understand what's happening, and they're not going to have it. Now, where does that take us? Where does that take us? Well, I think a lot of people learned you can't storm the White House the Capitol building with your cell phone. Can't do that. Bad idea, right? And then once you have it, you don't give it back. That was probably learned as well. So we'll see. We'll see what happens. Very volatile time we are heading towards right now. Probably the most volatile time in American history, depending on what happens next. Because there are people working against this, obviously, against this cabal that has essentially destroyed the constitutional republic of the ununited states. But we'll see what happens. As always, thanks for joining us. More to come. Have a good day.